Welcome to the clinical cookout.
What's up, y'all? It's Auntie Keys from the Clinical Cookout, and this week we'll be talking about schizophrenia. Now, there's two things I need to talk to you about when it comes to people with schizophrenia and things that I've noticed that's been happening both on the clinician side and on family member side. Number one, and this is for the clinicians, sometimes, specifically clinicians that are not of color, sometimes there are going to be people of color, specifically Black people, who engage in spiritual practices. And typically, spirituality has been used in the African American community as a way of resilience or a coping mechanism, a protective factor. And oftentimes, and even historically, clinicians have basically diagnosed African American people the wrong way. There's been a misdiagnosis of their disorder because they assume that because of their spiritual or religious background that they have schizophrenia. And I'm here to tell you, y'all have got to do a little bit more work before you start assigning such a serious diagnosis to people of color, and specifically Black people. So I would always recommend that if you don't know what's happening, or if something seems off or maybe not aligning with your own personal beliefs, or something may seem odd, I would hopefully suggest and assume that you would do some sort of cultural competency assessment or even speak to a clinician of color before assigning that diagnosis. Now, on the flip side, okay, I've seen a lot of my people not recognize schizophrenia. And one of the ways that y'all have done this is that y'all have called everything the devil. And I promise you, sis and sir, that those delusions and those hallucinations and all the other symptoms that come with schizophrenia is not the devil. Actually, what that means is that there is something going on in the brain. We typically say a misfire. Is a misfire in the brain that's happening that literally deals with D1 and D2 receptors. Okay, now that may be foreign to you, okay, but in the neural world, there are literally neural circuits that are not connecting, and there's been an increase in dopamine, okay, in this person's brain who is diagnosed with schizophrenia. So I understand that these typical or these behaviors that this person may be exhibiting are scary, and it may seem like they're evil. But I promise you, it's not that they're evil. It's just simply fact a misfire in the brain, and that there are help and resources and even medication to help out with that. So if you don't take anything else from me, as clinicians, you got to do better in assessing. And as for my people, know that there's help out there and there's people like us that's willing to help you. So anyway, I hope to see you tomorrow for our episode, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.